video I'm going to be doing some hairstyles on Jordan. And as you can tell, this is the soft-spoken version of the video, so if you prefer no talking, there is already a version like that on the channel. I do have quite a few of these that I have to catch up on that I wasn't able to do voiceovers for, so I will do my best to link it, and if I happen to have forgotten, I'm just leaving a comment saying, could you link it, would be helpful. Not necessary, as I should remember, but stuff gets away from me sometimes. I'm doing my best to manage the channel and my TikTok and my other channel, so I do forget things. But yeah, I appreciate you clicking on this video, and it's nice to do a little catch up with everyone. The last few months have just gone by pretty quickly, and I've just been prioritizing taking care of myself. Sometimes I fall into the overwhelm and just not so great mental places, and so just took these few months to work on myself and go for more walks and just try to get back on track. It happens occasionally. We get there. And I appreciate everyone's patience with me. When I get like this, I tend to want to just make a whole bunch of videos. And so that's where I've kind of been, just like constantly creating stuff. But when I get like this, it's kind of hard for me to talk about things, especially when they're more personal, and I just have to protect my privacy with some of it. So I just go quiet, but I do still make the other kinds of videos you'll find on the channel. I keep working, obviously, when I go and make those videos, but it's different when I disconnect for a little while, where I'm able to just make kind of whatever I want to do, and then come back and feel a lot better with my creativity and everything. So, it's just, what's the word? I can't think of the word for it. Comes in phases. I have had something like this happen before, and some of you may have been around for that. And I'm sure this won't be the last time it happens either. But it's always good to prioritize your mental health and do what you feel is best in that moment. And so yeah. Just working on things all around. Lately, especially with time. It just feels strange. We're coming up, when I'm recording this, it's August, and I assume this is going to still go up in August. But the end of the year is approaching fairly quickly, and it's just blowing my mind. And I have so much stuff I want to do, and I feel like I have so much time where I'm able to do it. But then I wake up one day and it's literally like the next day that I wanted to have something done, or just something comes up really fast. And so I feel like, I don't know if saying I feel lost in time makes sense, but I feel like I can't get a grip on it at the moment. So I'm trying to prepare for my Halloween ideas I'd like to do, and even the Christmas ones. I try to repost them over here, as most of what I'm thinking about right now is for TikTok, so they'd be reposted as shorts. But just, I tried to do, well, for Christmas last year I did 25 days of like roleplay Christmas themed type videos that I posted on TikTok, and I'd like to try to do that for Halloween as well. Just because it was fun to kind of do a bunch of mini roleplays and then be able to share them and not have to commit to like full-length versions of them. Some of them I do go through. If I get a lot of feedback on them, I will turn them into full videos. But as I'm posting them, it kind of depends what time of the month it is then. Like if it'll make sense if I make something to post it as a full-length video. Because over here, if you're new, I still feel like I have to make a post about this, just because I know some people are here for the hair play and other people are here for the role plays, and then I kind of do whatever on Mondays. But just to put it out there again, my Monday videos are kind of like if I have extra role plays, or if there's sounds I want to do, or I know some people like when I do the jewelry, or talking about maybe collections I have, stuff like that. Monday is kind of a free-for-all. And Thursday is my hair play days. They used to also be real person days, where I would try to do like doctor videos or anything involving another person. But those ones are kind of awkward for me to do, just because I'm then actually talking to a real person, where when I do the videos I'm talking to my phone, so I don't have to worry about, like, say if my sister's gonna make a face at me, or if I've got a friend and they start laughing, you know, stuff like that. So those aren't always the easiest for me to do, but I do enjoy them. Sometimes I just have to be like in the right mindset. So now I think if I do those again or anytime soon, they'll probably end up on Monday. And so yeah, Thursday's mainly the hair play days, and I will do soft-spoken versions or no talking versions. And then of course if I'm with my mannequin, usually I talk while I'm doing the mannequin's hair. Sometimes, again, if I'm in a weird mood and don't know what to say or don't really feel like talking, I'll just play with the mannequin's hair. But those are kind of like the 3 hair type videos you can expect. And then Saturday is usually my roleplay day, where I like to premiere those videos so that, you know, I can get feedback on them. I really like I tend to like to do funny videos, funny role plays. I do serious ones as well, but I think it can be obvious when the video's funny, like the Southern Hairdresser. She's goofy. And then the one video I did with my friend Louise where we were doctors, I had a mustache on. You can expect that was going to be a little funny. And any of the rude ones that I do, I try to keep those on the funnier side. A lot of people comment on the shorts where I'm doing the mean popular girl and tell me I'm not being mean enough, or I'm just kind of saying the harsh truth. And it's really hard for me to be mean. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's hard for me to want to be mean to people. And I think that's why I don't understand why other people do it to other people. But I have a really hard time being mean. If I had somebody in front of me and I was supposed to be pretending to be mean, I don't think I really could. But again, when I'm talking to the camera, or like my phone, that's not a person in the moment, you know, and I, of course, never try to be offensive with anything. So, I'm constantly, like, I'm still thinking about what I'm saying. I'm trying. And I don't, like, some people are really good at doing mean role plays. But yeah, I think maybe when that one person told me, I think it was just one person in the comments said that, I just pretty much say the harsh truth. That's probably more accurate when I'm doing a character like that. And I think I used to put disclaimers on those, like, this, I do not treat people this way, you know, this is not how I speak to anyone. And I don't remember when I stopped that. I mean, I would like to think that when somebody sees a role play titled, like, Rude, the Spirit Halloween character, like Rude Spirit Halloween employee does your makeup or something like that, like, you wouldn't take that at face value. But I have had somebody comment and tell me, like, there's enough rude people in the world, we don't need another one. And apparently they didn't realize that I was acting. It was like the way they commented, it was so confusing. But I'm like, bruh, this is not real. This is fake. And I used to put roleplay on the videos too, and I don't know if I still should. But if anyone would like to leave the opinion on that, you can. Like, if you think I should put roleplay in the title, or at least mention it in the description somewhere. Also, so I've mentioned before how timestamps can be kind of difficult for me, because it's like I sit through the video and edit it multiple times and then having to sit through it again where I have to put the timestamps on it. It's a lot, and I get bored, and so, like, I lose my attention because I've seen the video so many times at that point. But when I do them, I try to pin them in the comments now. If you like that I do that, if you've seen that on any of them, please let me know that as well. I'm trying to figure out where best to be putting stuff, because it used to be believed that people weren't really looking at the descriptions anymore, and I don't know if that's true or not. If you do, again, please share that with me, or let me know what you think about descriptions anyway, like if you just ignore them, or if you look at them for specific reasons. Just trying to see where I should be putting things. And do you look at the timestamps? I know some people do. I feel like I'm asking a lot of questions, but it's because I haven't been on here a little bit. I have one last question for you, if you're willing to answer it. Of course, if you're just listening, just listen. fall asleep. I hope you're sleeping well if you're already asleep. Do you appreciate when people put the previews at the beginning? Because sometimes I do. It like gives me that quick ASMR fix, you know, like it triggers tingles right away. And other times I'm just like, let's get on with it, you know? So I'll skip previews, or I'm one of the people who tends to skip all of the setup stuff. If somebody's doing like lighting candles and placing things on a table, and like preparing a massage bed or so like that, I skip that stuff personally. But previews sometimes are hit or miss for me. So I'm just curious about that because I've considered trying them on my videos just so you kind of are aware of what's to come. I do understand the purpose of them because sometimes, especially in the longer ones, like the things people look most forward to can kind of be buried in there, and if you start a video and it's not happening maybe right away, then you're probably like, I don't know if I want to stay. So I'm just curious about all this stuff. If anyone's willing to give me opinions on all of that, I do appreciate it. I also remember that I have the Q&A that I need to do. That will be happening soon. I do have videos scheduled out into, I think, at least the end of September now. I thought I had them into October, but I might be wrong. I think I had to shift some things around. So the Q&A video will be happening soon, and if I feel it's necessary, it will end up on a Monday, but I will probably move anything I had scheduled around to try to get it out sooner, because I know I asked for those a while ago. I have questions from my members that I think I'm going to answer first, and then I'll of course go through everybody else's. I was also thinking about structuring it as like a frequently asked questions, and then the Q&A, and then I think just things about me, because some of you have mentioned that you'd like to know a little bit more about me, and I feel like a lot of that comes through in questions, but maybe I should just do, like on TikTok there was that, it was a trend, was it 2020? I don't know. But where people just like would put a song and then point in random directions and random facts would come up about them or something like that. So I don't know if I would do it exactly like that. I might just go through things. And then I might pin it to the channel. Otherwise, I'm thinking I'll post it over here, but I might pin it to my other channel if I'm able to do that. Just so I can keep pinning the newer stuff I do that I'm proud of over here, but at least it'll be pinned somewhere so it can be found. I believe I can do that over there. We will see. Yeah, I just wanted to address that because I did ask a while ago, and somebody recently had asked if it was still happening, and the answer is yes. I have screenshots of the questions. I just haven't had time to sit down. And again, it has to kind of do with how I haven't really felt like doing a whole bunch of talking. Again, that's just how I get when I'm feeling off. I don't really want to do a ton of talking. and it's just interesting. Like, I'm fine talking to my family and everything because I'm in the house with them, but sometimes external talking, like anything outside of my house, can get a bit much, so I just kind of curl in for a bit. But yeah, I'm gonna get myself together for that, pull some things together, and then see if there are any similar questions that cross over, and get a list of them all. And I'll sit down in front of the wall, and I'll do the Q&A. And I'll let you know too when it's coming. If anyone does leave any questions on here, I will do my best to remember that they're here as well. But I did have a community post that I asked for questions on, so I feel like that would probably be the better place to leave them if you do want to ask me a question, because I'm going to refer to that when I go to do the video. Yeah, I think that's a few of the things I wanted to touch on. Lately, too, I've been hooked on Liquid Death. I'm not sponsored by Liquid Death, but I really like the tea. I had only ever tried the like the still water, because at concerts they give you Liquid Death now instead of bottled water. At least the places I've been to recently, they only do the cans of water now. And I've told my family this too, but it's really odd how, like, it tastes one way at concerts, and then I bought some to have at home, and it tastes different. It's not bad, it's just it's not hitting the same, and maybe it's the excitement for a concert that makes it taste better. I don't know. That could just be me that thinks that way or that feels that way, but I've noticed that the 2 or 3 times I've had it, at shows anyway, and it's just odd. It's just odd. But I am currently drinking the Severed Lime flavor, which is a sparkling version of the water, and I get kind of weirded out by the sparkling versions, because whatever, I know I get this with Aldi's water, I think it's Vi or V. I used to drink that quite a bit, but it left like a weird film in my mouth, or like a dryness after I drink it. And this is my first time having the sparkling Liquid Death water, and it didn't do that at all. So I'm like, this is oddly smooth for a sparkling water. And so that might be my go-to for sparkling water now. But I thought I'd share that. It's in front of me on the desk. So, thinking about it. Also, I'd like to thank you all who leave really nice comments about the guests I have on the videos. I get some weird comments about the people in my videos sometimes, and I find that just off, because these people, how I think of it anyway, is the people in my videos are people that I care about and that are willing to sit here to help me make a video for other people to enjoy, and they don't have to be in these videos. So I like really appreciate that they're wanting to be in them. One, because it's relaxing for them, but 2, I do make everyone aware, you know, like, this is going online, and And, you know, people say some crazy things sometimes. But they're the reason I'm able to make these kind of hair play videos, and I know that these are the most preferred on my channel, where I have a real person as the model. And it's, I just appreciate that they're willing to do this, but I'm not going to, like, I'm thinking about their well-being as well. And if I have to, I don't know, figure something out, but lately the comments have been really great. Last month or so, I had some really weird ones, just really weird ones. And all these people are people. But, you know, it just, I invite them on here, and I don't want to do anything that's gonna put them in a line of fire, I guess. Just, I don't know. The comments on people's hair texture, or the way somebody's hair was highlighted, or the posture of the person. It's things like that. And sometimes people go real in depth with the way they need to be nasty to someone else. I don't know. But it's just, it's difficult because I like making these videos, and I know that people like watching these videos, but it feels like if the person isn't perfect who's sitting in the chair of the model, then somebody has to say something really mean just because the person isn't what they consider perfect. And I appreciate when I see real people sitting on a, you know, like how I do my videos. We're just on Jordan's bed here, and it's like a sleepover, you know? But clicking on videos, expecting the same thing in each one, even though it's a different person, is interesting. Of course, every person is going to have their own touch to things, you know, how they do them. For a while, people were commenting on how I braided. Of course, I do it differently than somebody else. But, yeah, in the end, I just appreciate when I have people offering to be my hair model, and it helps me create these for everybody. So, just family, friends that I have around me wanting to help. And I appreciate when everybody is super kind to the person in the chair or on the bed. But we are approaching the end of the video. Thank you for listening to any of the deep things I started talking about. Or the silly things. I think I mainly talked about just stuff I had to catch up with. But I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. If you have any ideas for hairstyles or specific themed videos, let me know. I recently did 2 bun hairstyles on my sister, and it seems like everyone's really enjoying that. So maybe something along those lines in terms of theme, like that one was buns. Could probably do something else. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and maybe like or comment. That would be cool too. It definitely does help. And yeah, thank you again, and I will see you in a future video. Okay.